What is up YouTube and welcome to this Stargirl video. Stargirl has consistently been the best DC live action show this year. The actual best show honour goes to Harley Quinn. It is one of the best new cartoons I think I have seen in a very, very long time. And the actual show, Stargirl, has introduced the Justice Society of America to TV audiences. Let's just pretend that the Legends of Tomorrow version was a casualty of the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. And to me, this holds a special part in my heart, if that's actually a sentence, because the Jeff Johns run of the JSA is one of the first DC comics I actually picked up week to week. I usually went to the comic shop and just picked up what the hell was there, or just asked, what should I get? And the acting and production values on the show are of movie quality, and the lead, Breck Bassinger, is a total joy to watch in this really optimistic, fun, entertaining show. It is a rarity for DC these days to have such a slam dunk home run and other sport references in their live action, to be honest. I absolutely adore Titans, but there's many people who just don't like it. And Doom Patrol, I watch it, but I find myself getting a bit bored. And, well, in the show, as of one of the last episodes, it may actually come to pass that one of the dark heroes may actually return to the Arrowverse. And that could be the Green Arrow. So if you're new to the channel, please do consider dropping a subscribe down below as well if you're new to the channel, and also please do consider dropping a like, as it does help us out massively, and do consider watching the video to the end, as it does again help us out massively. Enough of that. In the latest episode, episode 9, well, there were hints towards a brand new Green Arrow debuting in the Arrowverse. While the Justice Society of America are the main focus of Stargirl, in the episode, Pat actually reveals he was in another super team before being in the JSA. And this does make sense because from what we've gathered throughout the show, it does seem like he was very much the Bucky, the kind of real Robin, really not even that, just a guy who helped the JSA, and he was actually a G before he joined the JSA. It's revealed that he was in the 7 Soldiers of Victory. He says how he fought against Dr. Ito, who actually wanted to destroy New York He actually fought alongside other characters such as Vigilante, Wing, and the Crimson Avenger, other lesser known DC superheroes, and that's essentially what this was. The 7 Soldiers of Victory were a comic book team, but they were very much the lesser known characters, and they never really were as popular as the JSA. In the picture of the team, we see a character dressed like Robin Hood, which is of course what looks like an early version of the Green Arrow. Now, like I said, they were a real DC Comics team, and a lot of them weren't major characters. However, there was the Green Arrow, and the Green Arrow also had his sidekick Speedy, so it very much was a team of heroes and sidekicks. So it's very, very, very likely that the corny Robin Hood cosplayer lookalike in the picture is actually Earth 2's Green Arrow, and there still could be an Arrow and Speedy out there. While the JSA were defeated by their villainous enemies and pretty much mostly killed, as we saw in the first episode, I never knew I actually wanted a Joel McHale Starman until that point. I adore that man more than anything in the world. I'm rewatching Community and absolutely loving it. Now, Pat mentioned the 7 Soldiers of Victory kind of just drifted apart, and I'd imagine that's kind of where the JSA took over. Stripesy was a big character in the 7 Soldiers of Victory and then kind of fizzled out in the JSA, more supporting Starman and sort of becoming the sidekick there in that team. Now, there is actually the Shining Knight in the show, and that has been the janitor, which has been a mystery throughout the entire season. Now, I fully expect that we will, by the end of the show, have Pat get the band back together somehow. The next episode will actually be titled The Shining Knight, so I no doubt imagine that the janitor will fully become the Shining Knight once more. We haven't seen the others in the show, which included the Star-Spangled Kid, the sidekick of Pat, aka Stripesy, and you may now recognise when I said Vigilante, who is of course a character on Arrow, but this isn't the version that was on Arrow. This is the sort of Wild West version, and the Crimson Avenger is an early version of a Batman-style vigilante, but is actually a knockoff of the Green Hornet along with Wing. Now, Stargirl is actually moving to CW next season as it departs DC Universe, which I'm still very salty that it isn't in the UK. I tried using a VPN and it just didn't work, and I was absolutely genuinely gutted. But it seems like they've missed a big shot there. Now, Green Arrow and the Canaries is still not been picked up. Now, I really liked the backdoor pilot. I did actually really like the new Green Arrow that they have, and the Canaries being a team. A lot of people didn't seem to like it, and I seem to be on that side of the aisle quite a lot. Now, it would be cool if they had a new Green Arrow on Earth too. It does seem like the idea of this show is passing the baton, or the arrow, yeah? No, I'm sorry, that was absolutely cringe, onto a new group of people. So there's a chance that the show could have a more traditional Green Arrow, as the Arrow of the Arrowverse was just a bit too much like Batman at times, as the teases of him becoming a bit more like the comics never happened and were just increasingly frustrating. But seeing a Green Arrow of Earth 2 come and help the reborn JSA would be a lot of fun. Maybe this could be the Speedy who would move into that role, but Amel's hood is a big hood to fill. Yeah, I'm sorry again for that. But when the Seven Soldiers team were rebooted in 1972, the JLA and JSA were tasked with finding them scattered throughout history, which is pretty much what is happening here. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that we could be getting a Green Arrow once more in the Arrowverse. So let me know in the comments if you want an Earth 2 Green Arrow, and if you want more Stargirl content on this channel, as Snowpiercer has now ended, so I'm going to be moving into doing Stargirl breakdowns, because I've been watching the show in the background. It's just there's too many shows to cover at one time on a channel, and I may be doing Doom Patrol when Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. ends, but I think they're going to end quite concurrently there. But if you enjoyed it, please do consider dropping a like down below, and please do subscribe with notifications on to never miss a video. But that's it for this video, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.